This video contains MCQ type test on DC generators with a brief explanation of every question. Instructions for test. This test contains 20 multiple choice type questions. For each question, there are 4 options. Out of these 4 options, only one answer will be correct. You will get 30 seconds to answer each question. Correct answer will be displayed after 30 seconds and then it is followed by a brief explanation. You can pause the video if the time of 30 seconds is not sufficient for you. Try to answer each and every question. Wish you all the best. Question 1. Correct answer is option C. So let us see its explanation. So here it is given that the generator is lap wound. So in case of lap wound generator, number of parallel paths A is equal to number of poles P, and here P is given as 6, and therefore A is equal to 6. Now there are total 300 conductors and there are 6 parallel paths, and therefore number of conductors in one parallel path will be 300 divided by 6, which is equal to 50. Now in one conductor EMF induced is 5 volt, and therefore EMF induced in 50 conductors which are connected in series will be 50 into 5. So that is 250 volt, and therefore answer C is the correct option. Question 2. Correct answer is option D. So in this case, the load current, that means current delivered by generator, that is IL, it is 195 ampere, and the voltage across load, it is 250 volt, and the generator is DC shunt generator. So the field winding is connected in parallel with armature, and therefore voltage across field winding, it is 250 volt. Its resistance is 50 ohm, and therefore current ISH, it is 250 divided by 50, that is 5 ampere, and therefore the armature current IA, it is IL plus ISH, which is equal to 200 ampere. Now EG, it is V plus IA RA. Now V is 250, IA is 200, and RA is 0.02, and therefore EG is equal to 254 volt, and therefore option D is the correct answer. Question 3. Correct answer is option B. So you know that in case of simplex lap winding, commutator pitch YC, it is equal to plus or minus 1. Whereas if the winding is wave winding, in that case commutator pitch Yc is always equal to the average pitch Ya. Question 4. Correct answer is option A. So here it is given that number of poles P, it is equal to 8 and the generator is wave wound. Now in case of wave wound generator, you know that number of parallel paths A is equal to 2. Now the total number of armature conductors are 400 and number of parallel paths is equal to 2, and therefore number of conductors in one parallel path, it must be equal to 400 upon 2, which is 200. So in one path there are 200 conductors. Now if the generator is lap wound, in that case the number of parallel paths A is equal to P, and here P is given as 8. So there are 8 paths and in each path there are 200 conductors, and therefore total number of conductors required for lap wound generator, it will be 200 into 8, that is 1600, and therefore option A is the correct answer. Question 5. Correct answer is option A. So in this case, number of poles, it is given as 10 and speed of armature, it is 10 revolutions per second. Now one hysteresis loop will be formed when the armature passes through a pair of poles. Now here total number of poles are 10 and therefore number of pair of poles, it must be equal to 10 upon 2, which is equal to 5. And as the speed is 10 revolutions per second, the number of hysteresis loops formed will be 5 into 10, which is equal to 50. And therefore correct answer is option A. Question 6. Correct answer is option D. So here the generator is lap wound and the number of poles is equal to 4. And in case of lap wound generator, number of parallel paths A, it is equal to P, and here P is equal to 4. Now total number of turns are 220 and there are 4 parallel paths, and therefore number of turns in one parallel path, it is equal to total number of turns 220 divided by number of parallel paths, that is 4, which is equal to 55. So there are 55 turns connected in series and resistance of each turn, it is given as 0.004 ohm, and therefore resistance of one parallel path, it must be equal to 55 into 0.004, which is 0.22 ohm. So this is the resistance of one parallel path. Now such four paths are connected in parallel, and therefore equivalent resistance of armature, that is Ra, it must be equal to 0.22 divided by 4, which is equal to 0.055 ohm, and therefore option D, it is the correct answer. Question 7. Correct answer is option B, that is series generator. In generators, the regulation, it is given by V no load minus V full load divided by V full load. Now from the characteristics, you can see that in case of DC series generator, the difference between no load and full load voltage, it is maximum, and therefore the regulation of DC series generator, it is very poor, and therefore correct answer is option B. Question 8. Correct answer is option A. Now you know that self-excited generator, it fails to excite if there is no residual flux. Then it will also fail if the direction of rotation is wrong. Then if the resistance of shunt field winding RSH, if it is greater than critical resistance RC, then the generator fails to excite. And if the speed of rotation N, if it is less than Nc, it will fail to excite. Means if speed is less than a particular speed, that is critical speed Nc, generator fails to excite. And therefore if the speed of generator, if it is too high, then it will not prevent the generator to excite, and therefore option A is the correct answer. Question 9. Correct answer is option C. You know that during commutation period, that means during this time period T, current through coil, it changes from plus Ia to minus Ia. And if the commutation, if it is ideal, then current versus time graph will be a straight line. However, actual commutation, the current versus time graph, it cannot be a straight line, but it becomes a curve, and therefore option C is the correct answer. Question 10. Correct answer is option C. These dummy coils are required in case of wave winding. In case of wave winding, the average pitch, that is Yc, it must be an integer, and therefore sometimes we have to change the number of armature conductors, and in that case some slots will remain empty. Now if the slots are kept empty, then the armature will not be mechanically balanced, and therefore to balance the armature mechanically we have to place dummy coils in some armature slots, and therefore option C, it is the correct answer. Question 11. Correct answer is option E. In case of cumulatively compounded DC generator, total flux is the sum of flux produced by shunt and series field windings. Now if the series field winding, if it is short circuited, then its flux will reduce to 0, and therefore the resultant flux phi will reduce. In DC generator, the generated EMF Eg, it is proportional to phi, and therefore if series field winding is short circuited, phi will reduce, and therefore Eg will also reduce, and therefore in that case the voltage will become less than 200 volt, and therefore option A, it is the correct answer. Question 12. Correct answer is option D. You know that in DC generator, generated EMF Eg, it depends on speed n and flux phi. But flux phi, it depends on field current If, and therefore Eg, it is proportional to n into If. Now in this case, speed is changed from 1500 rpm to 1400 rpm, whereas the field current, it is changed from 2 ampere to 2.8 ampere, and when the speed is 1500, Eg is equal to 120 volt. So now we can write Eg2 upon Eg1. Eg1 is 120, which is equal to 1400 into 2.8 divided by 1500 into 2. So it is equal to 1.3, and therefore Eg2, it must be equal to 1.3 into 120, that is 156.8 volt, and therefore option D, it is the correct answer. Question 13. Correct answer is option A. Now in case of generator, you know that armature current Ia, it is Eg minus V upon Ra. Here Eg is 200, V is 180 and Ra is 0.1, and therefore Ia it is equal to 200 ampere, and therefore option A is the correct answer. Question 14. Correct answer is option B. Now here the type of generator is DC series generator. The resistance of load it is given as 60 ohm and current through load it is given as 8 ampere, and therefore terminal voltage V it is equal to 60 into 8, and therefore terminal voltage V it is 480 volt. Now if we add the voltage drop in armature and series field winding into this 480 volt, we will get Eg, and therefore Eg is equal to V plus Ia into Ra plus Rac. Ra plus Rac it is equal to 1, Ia is 8 ampere and V is 480 volt, and therefore Eg is equal to 488 volt, and therefore option B is the correct answer. Question 15. Correct answer is option C. Now in this case the load current it is given as 295 ampere and field current it is given as 5 ampere, and therefore armature current Ia it is 295 plus 5, that is 300 ampere. Now the generator it is lap wound and there are 8 poles, and therefore number of parallel paths A is equal to P is equal to 8, and therefore current in one parallel path it must be equal to 300 divided by 8, and therefore current in one parallel path it is 37.5 ampere, and therefore correct answer is option C. Question 16. Correct answer is option C. The thickness of armature laminations is about 0.4 to 0.5 millimeter. Question 17. Correct answer is option C. In one path of armature winding, number of armature conductors are connected in series, and then these paths are connected in parallel according to the type of winding, that is lap or wave winding, and therefore various conductors in armature winding are connected in series parallel combination, and correct answer is option C. Question 18. Correct answer is option D, because the residual magnetism is required for buildup of voltage in case of DC shunt generator. Question 19. Correct answer is option B, because in case of DC series generator the characteristics is rising, and that's why it is suitable for use as a voltage booster. Question 20. Correct answer is option B. You know that compensating winding, it is used to improve the commutation. It is connected in series with armature, and this winding, it is placed in the slots provided on pole faces. In this test, you have solved 20 multiple choice type questions. If you have any doubt, you can watch related videos which I have already uploaded on my channel Learn Electrical Yourself. Thank you.